Good morning, it's meteorologist Ryan Hoke here from the Wave 3 Storm Tracking Team with another edition, a very frosty edition of your Hokey video blog on this Sunday morning. So happy to have you here with us. I'm here with my buddy Carson. Carson is from Male High School. He's here shadowing today. Have you enjoyed kind of traipsing around with us today?
Absolutely. I'm a little tired because I got up early, but
it's an early shift,
overall,
folks.
I really enjoyed it. Yes.
Oh, that's great. We're happy to have you here, Carson. Of course, he's probably been up since 3 a.m. or so. I've been up since, what was it, like 2 o'clock this morning? So we're both a little tired, but we're really excited to show you what the forecast holds for the next couple of days here. It looks really interesting, I must say. Carson's kind of a weather nerd here, so we've been talking shop all morning. It's been really fun. All right, here's today's Hokey weather fact, and it's the fact that heavy snow and dust can actually silence the sound of thunder. So if you've got a thunder snow situation, you may have seen YouTube videos or seen it yourself when you get really heavy snow bursts like that, and they can actually put down the lightning. Well, if you're far enough away from the lightning, you probably won't hear it because that snow actually acts as an insulator for that sound, much like a soundproof room would. All right, let's talk about our weather this morning. We had a few flurries. In fact, the National Weather Service office on Smyrna Road there in South Louisville picked up a trace of snow, as well as Fort Knox. I know my dad just texted me here a minute ago and said we had flurries at our house down there in southeast Louisville. So we're going to be seeing the chance for these flurries throughout the next couple of hours in just a few of these clouds that you could barely even see here on our satellite and radar view. When you've got temperatures this cold out there, you're going to have what's called the snow growth region even closer to the ground than it usually is. So any of these clouds can put down a few of these flurries. Not a big deal out there, folks. It's just kind of something cool to look at. Gets us in the holiday spirit, I would say. So, out to our west, oh boy, it's a different story. Look at all of this snow, and we've even got some icing problems out here in parts of Texas and Oklahoma. Yeah, that's not what we want to see, but unfortunately, that is something that's going on to our west, and this is the same system we're going to be watching as we go throughout your Tuesday and maybe even parts of your Monday night as well. Let's time it out with Futurecast. I think it's actually doing a decent job here with how things are going to be playing out. So notice, by Monday night, 11 o'clock, we've got some flurries, some snow showers starting to move into the area, particularly across portions of southern Indiana, maybe here in the Louisville area near the Ohio River. But the main slug of precipitation off to our south. I think that's going to be the main theme of this event, is most of this stays off to our south and off to our east. We play it forward just a little bit more. Look at all this snow right here. Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Note the time. And it's lined up right on the Ohio River. Now, this is not going to be heavy because the heaviest precipitation way out here, parts of the eastern Appalachians into the Atlanta area. This will be falling as rain for them. Now, this may not be all snow. We're looking at the potential for a wintry mix situation. If you tuned in for my video blog yesterday, you saw me talk about the fact that we may have some freezing rain to deal with if temperatures are below freezing at the surface and if we don't have enough moisture aloft to create snow. That is still a possibility at this point, and we'll be watching that as we go throughout the next 48 hours. Of course, this system moves out of here about Wednesday morning, so your Tuesday morning commute, this is something we'll have to watch for, but by Wednesday morning, we're free and clear. In fact, it's going to be sunny on your Wednesday, and definitely some cooler temperatures in tow with cooler air flowing in behind the system. Now, here is the latest snow accumulation output from the NAM model. It does put just a smidge of snow out in eastern Kentucky. The big stuff, well, if you want to call 2.4 inches big stuff, falls out toward Pittsburgh. And this is going to be by midnight on Wednesday. This is going to be a situation that you'll want to watch if you have travel plans for Thanksgiving on Tuesday into Wednesday across portions of the Northeast, most of Pennsylvania, upstate New York, on into New England. If you're planning on traveling up there, watch the forecast very closely. It may impact your travel greatly. Now, here's the GFS model's output on snow. It puts just a little bit of snow in here, and it's got it pretty much from Louisville northeastward. I would say this is a pretty decent assessment of what may happen here. This isn't going to be exactly what we're going to see. I think portions of eastern Kentucky may see just a little bit more than what it's painting out here, just based on some of the latest model data that I'm seeing, but I think we still may have to play with an ice issue here if those temperatures at the surface are cold enough to support ice accumulation for freezing rain. And, of course, the European model, it just goes bonkers with snow out east of Louisville, 2.5 inches in Louisville, 3.7 in Jackson. At this point, I would take this with an extreme grain of salt. I think it is way overdoing the snow here. If we see any snow accumulation at all, I think it would be very light. This is what we want to focus on, though. This is the Weather Prediction Center's latest outlook for the probability of 1 inch of snow or more within 24 hours. And you'll notice that concentrated pretty much from I-65 in Kentucky eastward into portions of eastern Kentucky, and then it goes on throughout the Northeast. I think that's a pretty decent assessment. The highest snow totals will be in parts of Pennsylvania, up through West Virginia, the Appalachian Mountain region, for this system. Here's what I'm concerned about, though. The probability of 1/10 of an inch of freezing rain or more. According to the WPC, there is some over portions of our downstate Kentucky counties. You'll see that on this map here. And, of course, the highest is going to be down toward middle and east Tennessee. We're going to have to watch this. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, though. Right now it looks pretty okay, but it's something that I would at least keep in the back of your mind as we go throughout the next couple of days. Just kind of monitor how these temperatures are going to play out and how exactly far north this precipitation is going to make it throughout the day on Tuesday into Wednesday. So there are still some questions that we cannot answer yet, but we're starting to converge on a solution. We're getting close, and I think by tonight we'll have something a lot more concrete for you. I know Brian's going to be coming in here tonight. He'll be updating you on the latest on this situation. It's, again, not looking like a big deal or a huge deal for us at this point, but if you live off to the north and the east, that's where I think problems could be prevalent, especially for this holiday travel time that we're coming up on for Thanksgiving. By the way, your latest Thanksgiving forecast, sunny and 38 degrees. Brr, it's going to be a frigid one. Not as cold as it is today, but only a few degrees more, so get ready for a frosty turkey day across Kentucky. For now, I'm meteorologist Ryan Hoke.